Last time on Fantasy Adventure Machine.
Oh, look, there's Blythe's ship. Boo, boo, boo. We shot it down. Yay!
The sun is shining over the hills as you come and make your landing near a town. In the distance,
the sound of music.
Wrong country.
Thank you.
Are we going to fight nuns this episode?
Just beyond the town, you see a castle.
Or is it
A convent.
a convent? Thank you, Logan.
You're welcome.
I don't know, you'll have to figure it out if you want.
Burn it down.
If we get fight nuns with guns, I'm all in on this.
The nuns are flying.
Think of the memes. Think of the memes.
We need to add more sex appeal to the show. We need nuns with guns.
Oh my gosh.
Is that sexy?
I don't
If
think
you can see
so.
their
I
ankles.
want you to answer that question.
You can
Please
see
don't answer
their
that question.
ankles.
That was a dangerous question to ask. Let's start talking about Catholic schools, and we can
You
go
didn't
from
go
there.
to Catholic school, though.
Doesn't matter. Still scarred.
Okay, in the distance, just beyond the town, you see a castle. Outside the gates are fields, and in a field, a distance away from the gate and the walls that protect the town, is a small encampment.
Of nuns.
No.
Dang it!
I mean, well, I guess you'll have to go see. But
It's a spoiler.
just letting you know, no. They are not nuns with guns, nor do the nuns fly.
So Zoo pops his head out of the trap door in the bridge and says, hey guys, did we get there? Are we alright? Did we make it? Hey?
Yes, we're here. There's an encampment and a castle, and some potential amount of nuns.
I'm not a huge fan of nuns, guys.
You went to Catholic school too?
Yeah. Australian Catholic schools aren't the best. Sister Agnes
How many
was a piece of
scars do you
work.
have from the rulers?
Nah, see, I did this thing my old man taught me, and I put butter, like I had in my desk. I'd have a piece of bread with some butter on it, and then when it was time to get the ruler, I'd get the butter and rub it on the back of my hands, so when they went to smack me, it would slide off and hit herself in the thigh. Worked every time. That is a true story of what my dad used to do when he would get disciplined in Catholic schools in Malta.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yep.
Keith's dad's school experience is really interesting. And Keith actually did go to Catholic school.
I feel like that helps me understand your father a little bit more.
Yeah, no, that is the most Keith's dad thing I think I've ever heard. That's amazing.
Anyway, so if we could avoid the nuns, that'd be fine. I guess I'm not a schoolboy anymore. I should be all right, but you just never know with them.
Hey, Beth, can you scan for the plot?
404, plot not found.
And by the plot, I mean Beth's ship. I don't know why I said that.
Yes, Chaos. I can scan for Blythe's ship. It appears that Blythe's ship has touched down between here and the castle that you might see ahead of you if you open up your eyes. It is the only landmark you might be able to see besides the field and encampment and fence and music.
Beth, I need you to be very specific. Is this a castle or a convent?
Both start with the letter C.
Right, I forgot that was a weird, glitch in your programming. Only first letters matter.
Is the other Beth ship disguised as a building? Like sometimes Beth is disguised as a building? Maybe Beth is the castle.
Oh, Blythe is the convent.
Can Beth tap into, the frequency of the other ship?
Yous can tried to do that.
Okay, Chaos. If you would wish for me to tap into the communication of the other ship, I can attempt.
Yeah, let's do a hacking thing.
Yeah, okay, so you should hack, and then I'll give you a +1.
That seems reasonable.
Okay, cool.
We're going to try and hack their communications.
Okay.
Hey, it's a positive number.
Hey, that's a pretty good positive number, too.
Nice.
Hey, since Shar has a +4 in contacts, and that's like kind of similar to communication, can she also give a +1? Contacts is my highest skill, and I don't think I have used it one time.
Anyway, that's an 8.
If Shar gives a +1, and if Beth helps out with lore and a +1,
Then we're up to a 9. We're at a 7 without any
Yeah.
bonuses.
that is a 9. Okay. I was about to say that the ship was too far burned, but you can hack into the frequency of the ship.
Hacking in progress. Hacker voice, we're in.
So with a 9, we can definitely tell if it's a castle or a convent, right?
Oh my gosh.
We are trying to hack Blythe's ship, specifically the communications, to see what information we can pick up.
Yeah, like we want to listen in on them.
To listen in on their private moments.
Okay. Is there anything else?
I mean, Dan, if you think that there's any helpful information that we could gain from a 9, feel free to give it to us.
Okay. First of all, I would like to clarify that Nuremberg Castle was built in 1027.
I feel like we should have that star sound whenever you talk about history.
The more you know. Now that we got that out of the way, as you're listening into the frequency, you hear static. And then Chaos decides to hack in a bit deeper.
I've decided to hack in a bit deeper.
And he finds the black box recording.
I always wondered, why don't they just make the whole ship out of the black box?
Nice.
In the black box recording, hear Blythe yelling, giving orders to Myctosis. Myctosis, go fix the engine, innit? Everything's falling to pieces. Oh, no, we're gonna crash, we're gonna crash. And you hear Myctosis in the background, Myctosis is fixing it! No, just forget about it, love. Protect Vic. They're not buckled in or anything. Myctosis will do it! Just give Myctosis a second!
Can we all stop for a second and appreciate the fact that Blythe calls mitosis love?
I know. I thought that too.
That was fantastic.
Okay.
And now at this point, I'm shipping mitosis and Blythe. And I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can ship mitosis with anybody. Or everybody simultaneously.
Okay. Are you landing this ship or not?
Do we have a specific location for the downed Blythe?
Yeah. It's outside the gates in the fields, and you're able to pinpoint that, especially with your 9
Cool.
of tech.
We are going to come down nearby, let's say 200 yards away, in a copse of trees.
What do we look like when we land?
Treehouse.
Okay.
Before Shar gets off the ship, Shar goes and opens up a random closet door that she had already previously investigated and grabs a helmet and puts it on in case she has to headbutt someone again.
Hold on, what kind of helmet here? Because, are we talking 1561 Bavarian Knight's helmet? Or are we talking
Nah.
A motorcycle helmet?
No, this is definitely like a snowboarding helmet. White, kind of shimmery,
Sure,
Very cool.
we haven't been to this location before. You don't have to worry about the back of your head.
just before when I ran into Blythe, things got a little bit physical, so I'm just prepping for that.
Oh, good call. Does that boost your AC?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool.
And then Shar checks inside the helmet for air conditioning.
Let's investigate the crash site.
Do you guys want me to come with you, or do you want me to work on the ship?
So I know we assigned you as our repair guy before, but that was only because nobody else was available to do it.
Can Beth just fix herself? I can repair myself. Thank you very much, Zoomin. Please leave.
You sure? I could help.
Beth doesn't like anyone around when she's fixing herself.
Oh dear. Shar goes up to Zoomin and pats his back a little bit and says, "Do you want a helmet too, Zoo? There's a black one in that closet.
Also sparkly.
It has some flames on the side, so I thought it was a little bit too ostentatious for me, but totally could fit you."
Zoo looks down at Shah and then at the rest of the crew and sort of squares his shoulders and says, Come on, let's go kick some mitosis butt.
Yeah, I can tell that you were trying not to say ass there, but I'm gonna go grab the helmet for you anyway.
Thanks, Shah. Zoo looks down and sort of just like moves to the side a little bit.
Yeah, Shar gets in the helmet. It's great.
All right, let's go investigate the crash site.
Okay, we leave the ship.
Congratulations. It's only about 200 yards to the crash site. As you get there, if you want to investigate it thoroughly, go ahead and investigate.
Who has
I would love to
as a
investigate
skill?
this.
I do.
I have
ahead, our
investigate
detectives.
on 3.
I
Anybody
do
got
not
higher
have
than that?
investigate. So instead, I will stand and look menacing.
Yeah, I don't have investigate either, so Shar is going to prep. I don't know, does this give us a boost, Dan, if I'm like, okay, Shar's going to prep to, like, jump up and grab anyone if, like, Blythe appears or Vic appears or something?
Yeah, you can hold a movement.
You can make a roll to put an aspect on the scene that can be exploited later.
Yes.
Ah, what do I have to roll for that?
Depends what kind of aspect you want to put on the scene.
Exactly.
Set a booby trap.
Yeah, I want to dig a pit.
That would probably be
A
craft.
Team Rocket trap. Hey, Zoo, do you want to, like, I don't know, like, dig a couple of holes? Just, like, not super deep, but, like, deep enough that, like, someone would fall and, like, not really get hurt, but, like, be stopped for a second?
Zoo looks over at Shah and smiles. I rolled a +7 to law to shift into Jeddah, the female wombat at Stronger Zoo, in order to do some digging.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to be a wombat.
Do you know what's interesting about your shapeshifting
Wombats are
is that
adorable.
you shapeshift into like specific real life animals?
Yeah.
And not just like, I'm a wombat like this wombat I've interacted with. No, I am this wombat.
Yes, it's very much Animorph style. It's animals that I have interacted with enough to have grown familiar. So I am now Jeddah, yes, Dan?
Yeah.
So I look over at Shah, I smile, and I sort of drop down to all fours and become a wombat and begin digging a very, very large series of tunnels and pits.
Shar helps by using the helmet that fell off of Zoo's head.
And that's what we're doing. Over to you, Logan, for things that matter.
I'll give you a +1 to your investigate roll.
Yeah, you and Effie both have some investigate.
Okay, I'll give a +1 to chaos.
So I got a +1 on the roll, which is a 4 plus a +1 from each of you is a 6 for investigate.
Okay.
So how does everyone go about doing their part of the investigation? Chaos is going to plug into the black box, obviously.
Yeah, I'll just take a look at the physical scene and walk around looking for clues.
I'll turn my special robot eye into X-ray
Infrared? Life scanner?
Ooh, nice.
or infrared.
But you can do both. You have
Lots
a thing
of
like a
things.
TikTok filter. You've talked about it in the past, where if you look with and it like slides over infrared versus X-ray, that's canon.
That's true.
It's canon.
I'm just looking for footprints to see if I can see where they went.
While Van Helsing is doing that, I pop out of the ground as Jeddah and I say, "Boo!"
Ah,
And then I pop back into the ground.
what is
and
this
keep digging.
large rat? And I try and step on you because I don't know that you're a rat.
No, they're big, like the size of a medium dog.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll attack.
No. Shar runs up and she's waving the helmet, like, frantically, and she says, "No,
has happened?
it's Zoomin! It's Zoomin! Oh my gosh!
I would
stop."
also caution against it because wombats have a very big, very thick bone plate in their butt that will hurt if you kick me.
Oh.
Yeah, they can survive being run over by a car because it's so impressive.
They can
And they're-
total a car.
Yeah.
If you hit a wombat with your car will be broken and the wombat will be fine.
And they're also adorable.
We also
Freaking
shit
us.
So
cubes.
adorable.
What?
We poop cubes. It's a real
Okay,
thing.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't use "we" with that, Keith.
I'm a method
Especially
actor, Sarah.
especially when you're not in character voice.
Okay.
Yeah, we
wombats,
as in Australians or we as in Zoo the Wombat?
Yeah.
wombats
And the
poop
wombat.
cubes. Nathan, you know this. You saw the wombat poop in cube form when you were there.
It's one of the
I-
top souvenirs of
I
Australia.
have no memory of this place.
I mostly just remember petting the wombat.
Okay. So, you can kick me if you want. We could play this out.
No, it's okay.
All right. Anyway, how's your investigation?
Okay. So we'll start with Van Helsing. Van Helsing, you see around the wreckage, there are several boot prints in the dirt. Most of them are different sizes, and you can't really differentiate between each one because they are stepping over each other. They're running to the downship, away from the downship. You can follow some of them back to the gate. There are several boot prints near the gate, around the wall. It looks like chaos has broken out around this ship.
Yeah. Does it look like anyone's being dragged or anything like that? I'd imagine that if someone was being carried, the mud prints might be extra deep.
There are some big boot prints that lead away from the ship towards the gate.
And you know what big boot prints means.
Maybe I should have just yelled out mitosis.
Yeah, mitosis.
Mitosis as big footprints!
That's all that I meant.
Okay.
It appears that they have come towards the gate.
Effie, you scan the wreckage. It's all burned up. It is in a very bad state. You don't see any human corpses or a burnt among the wreckage with your X-ray or infrared visions.
There are no people or little animals to rescue off of this vessel.
That's okay, Effie. You can rescue me in the future really soon, I'm sure, when I'm in danger.
Okay, I'll keep a look on you.
Hey guys, did you know they made a new WWE SmackDown game every year until 2350?
You did find that Mitosis has pirated copies of every single video game of that up until 2350.
Aw, now I feel kind of like I'm starting to like this guy.
He pirated the video games.
You wouldn't right-click an NFT.
You wouldn't kill a policeman and defecate in his helmet.
What?
I'm sorry, it's a joke from the IT crowd.
I've seen the IT crowd, but I do not remember that.
I don't remember that one either. As you're investigating the wreckage, a group of people from the encampment run up. See? They are with the Demon Queen!
Please disperse. Anything you saw is the reflection of Venus off of swamp gas that's appeared in the area.
Now look into this stick while I press a button. Men in Black reference. That's some OG stuff,
good.
man.
Are they talking about Blythe? We could just...
Shar approaches them at like a mild jog, gracefully through what I'm assuming is some long grass in this field, and she unbuckles the helmet underneath her chin and takes the helmet off and like shakes her hair loose, all majestic and flowing as she's jogging, and then she like stops just before she reaches these people and tosses her hair over her shoulder and goes, "Hey guys, what's up? What's wrong?"
Are you flirting with random townsfolk?
Absolutely, but I should say hey folks. I don't know if they're guys. Hey folks.
Folks.
Hey Nathan, at any point, just remember that I am a wombat, which means I'm basically a really hard table in case you want to throw one of these guys down.
I'll keep the tabletop play in my mind, thank you.
Wow, I hope Shar is giving them all her hair care tips, because did you see that? Her hair is amazing.
I got nothing, I'm underground.
So no one's gonna say anything to me?
You have all come from the sky with this Demon Queen.
Oh, I actually have no idea, like, what a demon queen is. We are, knights. We're knights. And we're trying to defeat the demon queen.
But you don't know what a demon queen is.
Yep.
If Shark can roll rapport,
I have a +5 on rapport.
that's superb. You are superbly flirting.
She's not really trying to flirt. She's just trying to, like, be impressive.
Yeah.
Stun them into silence.
Godlike.
You are all Sky Knights?
Yeah, like, can't you see my helmet? I use it in combat. And she holds up both helmets.
We are tutus with flying in haste.
One of them is full of dirt, and so when you tip it upside down, it just drops dirt beside you.
These are the ashes of my enemies.
They are the ashes of our enemies. They are Sky Knights, come to help us with the Demon Queen.
Yeah, where is she?
We can charge the town
What?
again.
I feel like we just got dropped into a TV show where all the action's done by Japanese people, but all the acting's done by American people.
Do you mean charge as in like attack or charge as in like taxes?
You're a wombat.
Fair enough. Withdrawn, Your Honor.
I withdraw the question.
The townsfolk at that last statement, they all cheer and rally around the person who spoke, who seems to be the leader. We must go back to the camp and get everyone, for we will charge the town today.
Look, guys, she
no,
definitely
we-
did tell them about her hair care routine. See how excited they are? They are looking forward to having those gleams. And that's so not split ends. They needed to know.
I had no idea that hair care was so important.
I've been telling you this all along, Chaos.
No, there must be some misunderstanding. We normally do not charge for our services.
But gratuity is appreciated.
For the sake of continuity, Shar ran down to meet them, so I'm not sure that the rest of us can hear this conversation.
Yeah.
Fair.
At least
Fair.
Effie and
did
I
hear
were
them
acting
cheering,
like we
though.
couldn't.
So when you say charge, yeah, who's in the town? Why are you charging them? Is it the Demon Queen?
Unfortunately, those that are in the town are our own brothers and sisters. But the Demon Queen has taken possession of their minds and has made them fight us and kick us out of the town.
Okay. Let me just, go back to my other Sky Knights real quick. And we'll come back, and then we can strategize a little bit.
All of us come and talk to the Sky Knights.
You wait here, and the Sky Knights will come to you.
Zoo pops up from the ground as a wombat and just like stares at them and is like, I'll watch them, Shah. You go get the others.
This animal.
This is one of
speaks.
our best Sky Knights. Just FYI, everyone. This is Zoom in. Please do not step on him.
It's a
It would hurt
zooming
you
animal.
more than it would hurt him.
Now we have our unconvincing animatronic sidekick for our 90s cartoon.
Amazing.
I am, as a wombat, making a low rumbling sound that sounds as close to a growl as a wombat could possibly make.
Nice.
So it's adorable.
Shard tosses her hair over her shoulder and then puts her helmet back on and jogs back to the rest of the group.
Their dog steeds, they speak.
Hey, I'm a wombat. You don't
Wombat.
know about them yet, but we're ferocious and venomous and dangerous, so back off.
Hiss.
This
Um,
is-
Hey guys, so guess what? These people, they know where Blythe is. She took over the town, took over the minds of the people, and they made them fight their brothers and sisters and made them get out of the town. So now they want to charge the town and take it back, and they think that we are a bunch of Sky Knights, and I dumped some dirt out of a helmet and said it was the ashes of my enemy, and they believed me. So I think that they'll help us, get Blythe.
Shar, that's really great. I'm glad we know where Blythe is. But did you tell them about double conditioning?
I haven't had the time yet, but don't worry. I'm still on my mission to make sure that everyone I come in contact with has improved health and hygiene after my interactions with them. I'm still working on chaos, but our interactions are not done yet. So, one day at a time.
I see. They were so excited. I was sure you must have told them about double conditioning. I can't wait to see their response to that.
If only everyone was as perfect as you, Effie, then everyone would have the best hair in the world.
You think I'm perfect?
So, Sky Knights, huh? Should I get out Rygar?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you should definitely bring something along that makes us look like knights. Effie, can you pretend you have a sword or something?
Yes,
Make
I
one out of
can.
your arm? That's amazing.
And then I do
she's
that.
made a pair of scissors before.
Van Helsing, I'm afraid you don't really look like a knight and you don't have a sword and you don't have a robotic animal or something. But can you pretend a little bit harder? Because I worked really hard to get us this position within their community.
And then in the distance, you hear Zubin say, and we've got a wizard, and he is wise and old and can do stuff. And his nostrils are so sensitive, he can smell out the demon queen from miles away.
And they have a wizard with nostrils so sensitive. That is where the magic comes from. The magic flares out from the nostrils.
Char looks around for like a stick or anything that she can hand to Van Helsing, and she finds one that looks like a gnarled wizard staff, and she gives it to him. It has some like charring on it. Okay, we all walk back over, and Char like does her little jog again and flips her hair one more time as she comes to a stop in front of the people and says, "Hey, so we, the Sky Knights, are here now to help you, as you will help us, right?"
We will charge the town and take it back.
So we're not really like charge style knights. We're like, careful planning, building a barracks, things like that.
Yeah, we like sneak in and infiltrate places.
We're smart knights.
It usually goes like this. Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go wrong, throw out the plan.
Turn into another animal.
We must take our town back. Since the day of the blood red sun, this demon queen has taken our town, taken our people, and we want our town back.
Char raises her hand and goes, "Do you guys know where the demon queen is like staying?"
The demon queen has taken our castle.
Cool. Hey, Sky Knights, quick huddle.
We cannot get into the castle because of the Black Knight.
Okay, is that like a racist thing or?
Does the Black Knight make more Black Knights without a Black Knight lady?
Hey, so remember that one time where like I could dress up as Blythe and people thought that I was Blythe? Well, what if I do that again and like go into the town and see if the townspeople will like obey me?
I think that is is that a good plan?
Zoo has waddled over in wombat form and is like, I can't really look up because wombats like can't do that, but I kind of like gesture towards you and I'm like, we can't let her get away this time. She always figures out a way to worm out of this. So I reckon we split up. Shah does the infiltrate thing with someone else and try and see if she can take over the townspeople, and the rest of us try and make our way into the castle. That way we cut off her exit.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I'll dig a tunnel under the castle moat and get us in.
So I sent Beth into a holding pattern so that we won't have to worry about that avenue of escape.
Okay, amazing.
All right, so who's going on the infiltrate the castle mission? We need to take some of them because they know where to go, but also they should be people who can fit into a tunnel. So probably not the big guy. And I point to one of the townspeople who is clearly a baker of some sort.
I am not that big.
I feel like we owe it to these fine people to fulfill their desire to have a full frontal confrontation.
I don't think we're rated for that kind of confrontation, Chaos. You see the baker unbuttoning his shirt.
I meant an assault.
My buns
Full
are
frontal.
very
I
steamy.
don't-
Also not rated for an assault.
All right. I'm gonna lead the infiltration in the castle. Chaos can form the distraction with the assault. Chaos will do the distraction with the full frontal assault, and then Shah will go down and try and convince the people.
I can go with Shah. I'm pretty good at talking to people.
All right, Effie, you good to come with me then?
I guess if Shar is okay with that.
Don't worry, Effie.
So, as you're making your plans, Chaos, your gauntlet beeps, saying that the third and final file has been unredacted.
Hey guys, you remember that weird disc that I found in an inappropriate place in time, and then it's been decoding documents that theoretically are undecodable? It did the thing again.
I'm gonna pretend like I remembered that this was happening, Chaos.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Sure.
That's
sure.
cool. That's very cool. Okay, so here we go. ahem, 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 ahem. On the day of 3 March 2233, Captain Vic Connor apprehended former Lieutenant Blythe Fairborn and turned her into the military police authorities on charges of war crimes, including killing a surrendered combatant, torture, taking hostages, and profiteering through the selling of proprietary military equipment to the enemy.
Oh dear.
Probably like mechanical animals, if I had to guess.
Yeah, solid.
Blythe Fairborn had previously received a psyche evaluation and was deemed unfit for military duty. She was dishonorably discharged from service on 23 April 2232. She then went into hiding, and military officials have been searching for her for 8 months before Captain Vic Connor was able to draw her out. Blythe Fairborn has been found guilty of all above charges and sentenced to 35 years in the penitentiary for the criminally insane, aka Fort Arkham. Captain Vic Connor was honorably discharged from military service.
So it seems like maybe we kind of jumped the gun, I guess, with the whole mutiny thing.
Listen, I think the important thing to remember is that no one was hurt and nothing went wrong because of the mutiny. That was all Van Helsing's fault.
I think everyone played equal roles in that part.
Well,
Except me.
Either way, Vic is now captured, and apparently we have to save him. So let's go out there and save Vic.
And we're going to do that by breaking into this castle.
Yes. Come on, Effie. We're going to go for a full rear assault.
Sky Knights assemble! I'm a Sky Knight and a god, and the greatest hacker of all time.
Nice.
They're going to write a book about me.
Any of you guys know the actual castle layout and can help us out with the infiltration? Preferably a little one.
Young lady steps forward. Yes, I was a servant in the castle.
All right, stay behind Effie. She'll protect you. But when we get in the castle, the main thing is to get us to whatever the most ostentatious, expensive, fancy room is, because that's probably where Blythe's going to be, all right? And then just get out of the way in case shit goes down.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Ursula. Are you really a Sky Knight?
I am a cyborg.
Yeah. She's a Sky Knight. I'm a Sky Knight in the form of a wombat. You're also now a Sky Knight. Good job. Let's go.
I am a knight?
And I sort of start waddling toward the castle.
I didn't think that girls could be knights.
Of course you can. Do you want me to make you a weapon? I can make things.
I have never held a weapon before.
But you can. I'll show you. And I make her a small knife, and I hand it to her, and I say, now you're holding a weapon. See, I told you could.
Gingerly, she holds it in both hands, not entirely sure what to do with it, but she follows you both.
We waddle off towards the castle.
Waddle.
Why is it a waddle?
Because I'm a wombat, Nathan. They have this weird, lopey butt waddle, okay? That's just what they do.
Hey, Doctor, are you ready to go?
Oh, yes.
I am going to use my stunt Hardcore Contour. So I get a boost to disguise as another person. And I got a 1, which puts me at 4 + 2. So I have a 6 to deceive and make the townspeople think that I'm Blythe.
After you put on your makeup and your clothes, the townsfolk look shocked. It is the Demon Queen.
Don't worry, guys. It's still me. I still have my good hair underneath this.
Oh. You had us deceived. We thought that it was the Demon Queen come back.
Char does finger guns. Okay, we go to the town.
Okay.
Let's go rally the rest of the troops for our full frontal invasion.
We will charge the town today.
Chaos watches everyone else in the group going in a different way, and he's like, yeah, this will be fine. I'm not worried about this.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. It'll be fine.
You're gonna do great, Chaos. It's just like Paris.
So much blood.
Okay, Char and Van Helsing. As you walk up to the gate, it slowly opens. The sound of it creaking echoes against the empty buildings.
Well, Shah, I don't know if there will be anyone here for us to convince. And I roll investigate to look for the plot.
Can I roll notice so that I notice anything that happens?
Oh! That's a 5 for investigate.
What?
Okay, that's good.
Ooh, I just rolled a +4, so I have a +6 for notice.
Nice. Okay.
Damn, you guys are hella perceptive.
Yeah, you are. You perceived my trap.
Well, what is it then?
As you walk further into town, you hear the mechanical growling of hounds behind some of the buildings, and you can hear further down some little, and above another building, way in the distance, you can see the tops of some balloons, and in the windows, there's some people inside that look like they're trying to hide.
Do we go after them, or are they lay a trap for us?
Char goes on comms and goes, "Hey, Chaos, I wonder if we made a mistake and we should have switched spots because there's a bunch of those animals here and I don't know what to do with them."
They like to eat floppy disks. So, a bunch of mechanical animals, huh?
Yeah, like some dogs and kangaroos and ostriches.
Like everything we've ever fought.
Yeah.
That's really good, because last time I didn't get one of the fleas, and I feel like I haven't caught them all. Yeah, I'll just put off the full frontal assault. Chaos looks at like 300 people standing behind him waiting. Well, we see if I can hack into the network through Rygar, which I'm sure will have no negative effects. Hey, you, move away from the ostrich. It's an unshielded nuclear reactor. Don't ask questions.
I see one guy just cup his crotch and move away.
You don't know what that means, Keith.
It's so funny.
I think that no one laughs harder at Keith than how hard Keith laughs at himself.
Yep.
And we love it. We love it.
I feel that.
While Rygar is gonna be used, Char would like to get in to see these people who look afraid.
Yeah, everybody just hang on a second. I've got to fix my ostrich. Hack the planet. So, hack the planet gives me a +3. And I have a +4 in tech. And so with my roll, I rolled a 4.
With that, we could succeed with a consequence of...
Succeeding with a consequence is fine. I'm sure it's going to be fine. So we're good. 4. 4 is the answer. It's great.
4? Okay. Well, you think you got them all.
Good. Good. Very good.
Cool.
The killer's definitely dead.
Shortly after you gain control, you notice that 3 of them just immediately shut down.
Okay. That's fine. We didn't need all of them. So Chaos's action here, instead of trying to control them from the glove the whole time, is I'm actually going to switch the pheromone lock that is used to let Blythe control them and set it to let Char control them.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Nice.
that was...
Pheromone lock. That's impressive, because then if she gets angry, they'll know to attack, because she'll exude a different pheromone.
That was
Yes.
interesting. Okay, I like that. Okay, cool.
All right, ostrich is fixed. Let's continue the attack.
Charge the town!
The Char rushes in to see the people that looked like they were hiding.
I'm right beside you.
Okay. As you walk into the building, they immediately stand up and start to threateningly walk towards you with weapons outstretched.
How many people is this?
There are 3 of them in this building.
Oh.
Van Helsing, if you would like, and this is me throwing you a bone here, if you'd like to roll me a lore on them.
I'd love to roll lore. I sure wonder what I could find out by rolling lore. That's a +2. Fair.
You're not sure if you saw it correctly because they were facing towards you, but you might have seen a bump on the back of their neck.
A bump on the back of their neck.
Like the
Yes.
super soldier flea.
Right.
Do you have a magnet in your bag, Doctor?
Oh, let me check my big bag.
Roll me your resources.
I can give you a plus on that.
Nice.
Oh, this is a good roll. Oh, all right. +2 resources. That's going to be a
Plus
5.
one. With
Plus
the plus
Sarah's
one.
1. That's going to be 6.
Oh, wow. Okay, what kind of magnet did you bring out?
So you know Wile E. Coyote?
So I pull out a rare earth magnet, one of the really powerful ones.
A neodymium magnet.
Which is great, but it's all my medical stuff is stuck to it.
Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt what must be another fantastic episode of the podcast, but here are a few words from our sponsors. G'day mates, how you going? My name is Dr. Archibald Zuman Jr., the father of Dr. Archibald Zuman III. Well, zoologist, not really a doctor, but what can you do, right? My son tells me you have a lot of fun on this radio program, but today I want to talk to you young folk about something that really matters, surviving Catholic school down under. I recently put out a guidebook full of all the different fascinating species you'll find in your average environment, like the mouthwash with soap nun, the knuckle slapping nun, the sweets carrying nun, the ear pulling nun, the singing nun, and of course the basic normal nun. Identifying the different species and knowing exactly how to handle them is the key to a happy and healthy education. I am pleased to pass on my hard-won knowledge in an exquisite, pocket-sized volume that is easy to use and easy to conceal. Use the offer code BUTTEREDKNUCKLES at checkout for 15% off your first copy. Fair income, get out there and get learning.
Hey, it's Sarah Jean. When I'm not playing Effie, split personality cyborg extraordinaire, I'm following Fantasy Adventure Machine on social media. If you like this episode, consider joining me at Fantasy Adventure Machine on your favorite social media platform.
Ah, you mean this? I was trying to figure out how they work.
Yeah, so I'm gonna distract them. I'm gonna distract these three, and then you get behind them and take the flea out of their neck with the magnet.
Now, Shah, they are under your control for now.
I don't like that, Doctor. I think that we should take the fleas out of them.
If you can control the fleas, could you not also just tell the fleas to leave their hosts immediately?
That's a better idea. Shar closes her eyes and puts her fingers to her temples and thinks while whispering, "Not Slytherin." Abandon your house. Please. This is Blythe. Please.
Flee! Fleas! Flee for your lives!
And since she's acting as Blythe, I think this would fall under Deceive.
So it would be a +4 with the hardcore contour edition.
Well, that is actually really good because I rolled a 0.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, as you're mentally sending out this pheromonic telepathic message, is pheromonic a word? No, but it is
Doesn't
now.
matter.
I mean, it's fine.
Pheromonic message to the fleas. The bumps on the back of their neck kind of wiggle a bit.
Gross.
And then the fleas burrow themselves out and hop away.
Nice.
Okay, go into the castle, please. Go into the castle. And infect mycotosis. All the mycotosises.
Oh gosh,
Now
do we really
that
want him to
is
get super
awesome.
strong?
No, she'll control the mycotosises.
Yeah.
I
Well
think
done,
I think
Shah.
that it's a very half-hearted effort from Shar to try and make them do that.
Well done, Shah. You have saved the lives of all these people.
Shar rushes forward to the 3 people to see if they need any help.
You have freed us from the Demon Queen.
Are you guys okay? Are you ready to fight the Demon Queen? Because we're gonna march on the castle.
We are feeling so much better now. Thank you so much. And they rush out of the house but stop short in the street, not knowing where to go.
As Shar watches them leave, she wipes a tear away.
And then I offer you to do our special high five. That's like a secret high five handshake.
We do it
And it goes like
this.
it's just 3 high fives in a row.
Okay.
Great.
That's actually the best secret high five I've ever heard of.
Nathan and I do it every night before bed.
Oh, that's adorable. Zoomin and Effie and little Ursula. As you come out of the tunnel, you find yourself in the heart of the city. Ursula immediately looks around and says, "Oh, I know this place. We are very close to the castle." And you can see, as she's saying that yes, the drawbridge to the castle is about 15 feet away, and the drawbridge is down.
That's awesome, love, but I distinctly remember telling you to get us into the castle, but I guess this will do. How do we get in? Is there a servant entrance? Zoo's frustrated because he, just dug a freaking massive tunnel as a wombat.
Maybe
and
we have to go in through the sewer.
Tired as a wombat now. Where's the servant entrance?
The servant entrance is on the other side of the castle.
Are we supposed to be going in the front door or the back door?
Right now, I think we're between the wall of enemies that are still left and the front door of the castle, so it's a bit of a different plan.
What's with all this being sneaky? Let's just walk up and knock on the door.
I wonder, Effie, if you could, launch us over the front gate.
Ursula rolled a notice, and she looks at you both and, "Why do you want to fly over the gate? The gate is open."
Right, but we'll be seen. I'm a
You
wombat.
won't be seen flying over the gate?
Zoomin, I have the best plan ever. Come on. And I use my cyborg strength to pick up Zoomin under one arm. And I walk up to the gate. Does anyone stop me?
As you start to cross the drawbridge, you hear this rattling, and first you see this big shadow coming out of the darkness within the castle. You notice his black shirt and pieces of armor strapped to his arms and to his legs. Other armors he wasn't able to get on because of his girth. And as he steps onto the drawbridge, he goes, "Nightosis is here!"
Oh, great Black Knight! I have brought a prize for the queen. And I kind of wiggle my arm that's holding the wombat. It will be a great addition to her menagerie.
I can't talk because I'm an animal being offered to the queen's menagerie. Which is actually my favorite part about this whole plan.
Okay, that's what I do.
I wiggle my legs and shit a cube.
Effie, could you roll me a deceive? As you're trying to offer your friend Zoomin as a prize to Blythe, we really need to make sure that you can deceive your way through.
I got a 2.
Okay, let's see how well he does. Would you like to succeed with a consequence?
That sounds fair.
Nightosis looks at you, looks at the wombat. He squints at it for a while. Nightosis has no idea what that is! Is that a large gerbil?
This is the infamous and rare wombat.
Nightosis has never seen a wombat! Nightosis wonders if Blythe has seen a wombat!
It is a prize for a menagerie, to be sure.
So Zoo is making wombat hiss sounds.
They kind of hiss when they're angry. They can be quite dangerous, so stand back.
Nightosis thinks that Blythe would be pleased seeing this large gerbil!
It's a wombat. It's dangerous and rare. Can I come in?
With such a gift as this large gerbil, Nightosis allows you to enter the castle! Nightosis will lead you!
Let's go. Let's give this gift to the queen.
That was the most stilted I've ever heard you talk. Let's go! We're not hiding someone in a wombat costume. It was great. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Okay, Dan, describe to me the doors that face me and my army.
You and your army of townsfolk who carry pitchforks and pancake flippers and broom handles walk up to the front gates of the town, which are completely open. You see Shar down the road, and it is quiet. You have houses all over leading up to the castle that you see towards the middle of the city.
All right, everyone, charge in, but charge in quietly.
They look confused for a minute.
Scurry like your life
Obviously,
depends on
none
it.
of the rest of you have done Sky Knight training.
We have no idea how to charge in quietly.
All right, just follow me.
Do you want us to tiptoe?
Yeah, basically. And Chaos kicks in his laser skates and heads into the town.
The townsfolk try and obey, but you see as they tiptoe and they start trying to tiptoe faster and faster, like dominoes, they all fall over themselves.
Wow.
Okay, you know what? Just, walk normally. I disabled all the enemies. All your family's safe. Thanks to good Blythe, the lady up there.
The townsfolk start to walk up towards Charlotte, and we now have combined Chaos, Van Helsing, Char, and the townsfolk.
Oh, hey, Chaos. Fancy meeting you here.
Hey, we decided to unsplit the party.
Nice, very nice. Well, we have some animals, I think. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I think I'm done being Blythe, but I'll stay like this just in case.
Yeah, no, the animals will respond to your pheromones, and they probably would still expect you to look kind of like Blythe, so
Okay.
I suggest staying incognito.
I can do that, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So you should probably order the animals to, I don't know, attack the castle. Maybe just order them to save Vic.
Char nods and puts 2 fingers to each side of her head and kind of mutters under her breath, "Attack the castle and also find Vic. If you can do those 2 things, then I'll give you treats."
Spurred on by the promise of treats, the animals around you start running towards the castle.
When Chaos sees Char and Van Helsing, he pulls the ostrich over to the side of the road using the blinkers like you're supposed to, and lets the 300 continue streaming past and around him while he has a talk with Char.
Whoa, this was totally unexpected. So it looks like there's roughly an equal amount of animals. So the real question is, who has better macro?
I don't have any macaroni and cheese, but maybe Effie might? I don't know.
You have to use your brain powers to control the animals better than Blythe.
One that has always worked well for me when inspiring people is, we learn more from failure than success. Try that on your horde.
Try that on my what?
Your horde.
Yeah, that's totally what I thought you said the first time. Hey, everybody, come back. We're going to have an inspiring speech.
Char whistles really loudly.
All right, Van Helsing, the horde is yours to command.
Oh, in that case, I would like to use a stunt. Face to face with duty. I can give a speech to listening friendly characters, which I'm going to say this maybe can work for the whole horde. To give them an extra temporary mental or physical stress box until the end of the session.
We need Effie here to give you a megaphone.
I am not here.
You know what? Van Helsing has a resources skill. He can roll for it.
That's very true.
I'm picking up cube-shaped wombat poops as I walk down the hall of the castle after Nighttosis.
Nighttosis wonders, what is this? Is this tofu?
Please eat
Yes, please eat it.
it. Turns out Nighttosis is actually the one who's face to face with duty.
Poop jokes.
Got him. All right, rolling resources, if that's okay. That is at +2.
Nice. Okay, you're able to get a makeshift megaphone so you can be heard.
Okay.
So yeah.
There are darknesses in life, and there are lights, and you are one of the lights. The light of all lights. Come, we must see an act. Devils or no devils, or all the devils at once. It matters not. We must fight him all the same. Charge!
Wow, Char, you're right. He is better at that than I am. In fact, I think it even had an in-game effect.
I mean, I don't want to say I told you so, but definitely told you so.
Maybe one day, if you keep doing your vocal exercises, you can have in-game effects with your speech like me.
That's very motivating. Thank you, Dr. Van Helsing.
I mean, don't forget, I was also a lawyer.
I actually didn't know that because, like most people, I've never read the book.
The what now?
Just don't look anything up by Bram Stoker.
I feel like we are going to have to talk about this later.
So all the villagers, plus the villagers that Shar had freed from the fleas, rally together and are now ready to storm the castle. And I hope they have fun doing it.
I think Shar is going to follow at the back of all the people.
Okay.
Chaos will fly overhead because he is a Sky Knight.
Nice.
A 100% infertile Sky Knight.
A 2-2 flying haste from Ravnica.
As your whole horde is running towards the castle, near the castle, you start hearing growls. And out from behind some buildings, dogs leap, kangaroos pounce, and ostriches take to the air. They are all standing in the way, and you hear some groaning coming from inside buildings as people walk out towards the group surrounding your entire horde.
Shar, we seem to be encountering some resistance here. Could you try mentally controlling more things?
Yeah, of course, Chaos. I absolutely can. I make no guarantees.
Really good, thank you.
Yeah, so Shar puts her fingers to the sides of her head and just quietly mutters under her breath, I control you now. I am your leader. You listen to me and my pheromones. And you're not going to attack humans at all. I'm not really sure what, if I'm supposed to roll.
Let's not have you roll right now. We'll have you roll later in the battle for that. As you're trying to take control of the mechas, they all attack your group.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal!
Your band of over 300 are now fighting the mechas.
Shar sees that the bad mechas are attacking the innocent group before her, and she immediately drops down to her knees and pretends to be hiding in the group.
Okay. Chaos, what do you do?
Dive, dive, dive!
Chaos and Rygar are going to dive onto whatever's the biggest threat in front.
Okay.
We are going to ostrich a robot kangaroo to death.
Roll me a drive for that to ram your ostrich into a kangaroo.
Let's talk about how I'm always rolling drive these days, because I don't like it. 2.
Okay. Okay. You met. So as you're diving, the kangaroo just barely leaps out of the way. You don't hit the ground. You're able to pull up just in time.
Chaos rolls off, and he's already jacked into the ostrich. We're gonna start doing some Street Fighter.
Okay. Van Helsing, what would you like to do?
I would like to see if I could find a weakness or something, either through my past study or through new evaluation of these that I could maybe pass on to my coworkers.
We're coworkers now?
For
Wow. Wow.
I feel demoted.
Yep.
yeah, just so I can maybe pass on a bonus to them.
Okay, roll me an investigate for that.
Can I use my Dr. Van Helsing's memorandum to get +2 to investigate, since I have faced all of these mechas before?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a bad roll. I rolled a -1, and I investigate 2 +2, so it's 3. +3 total.
Okay. That was enough.
Did I see that could be helpful, so I can act it out?
This is something that you saw a little bit before, but it didn't dawn on you until now. So you see that on the back of each, there is a little shortwave antenna, and by destroying that, you could basically render it useless.
Yeah, okay. So I get on the comms, and I say, everyone, I have just noticed there is a weak spot on the mechas. If they are anything like Professor Zuman's remote control car, the weak point is the antenna. If you can take out the antenna, they will be broken, just like the remote control to Zuman's car.
You just hear the wombat hiss sound again.
Okay.
Once again, Suman, I'm very sorry. You should have told me not to grab it when you passed me the controller.
Shar hears Van Helsing and starts crawling. Protected hands and knees isn't putting her fingers out so people can step on them. And starts crawling around to try and find a mecha that is engaged in someone else's combat that she can do a sneak attack, bend the antenna off.
Okay, nice.
Listen, my horde. Look for the stiff piece of metal that may be fairly short and hidden in inconspicuous places and tear it off.
There's so many kangaroo nutsacks gonna get ripped off right now.
I said they were on the back. Okay, Shar, roll me a notice.
I have a +4.
Nice. Okay, so you do see a dog that is currently attacking one of your friendlies. You also notice that the small army that you have is definitely outmanned, and your mechas are still entering the castle.
Okay, I break the antenna off.
Okay, roll me a physique roll to break that off.
Yeah, that's a +2.
But you get a +2 because of Van Helsing telling you about the antenna.
Oh, yes. That's the best physique roll I've ever had.
And that was actually enough to break it off in your hand.
Okay.
As soon as you break the antenna off, the hound kind of jerk around and then it powers down and lies on the ground.
Okay. Shar holds the antenna up above her head and tells the people around her, "Hey, can you like put me on your shoulders or something so like everyone can see me at the same time, please?"
They make a tower like in World War Z.
Roll me a rapport for that. We're in the middle of a combat.
I mean, I rolled a 0, but I have a +3 on rapport, so +3.
Okay. That was enough to get two of them to help hoist you up. It's a little bit unstable, but you're now above everyone.
Okay. Shar holds the antenna over her head and echoing Chaos's instructions, she goes, "Pull these off, mecha animals. If you're listening, like, you turn over to our side right now, then, like, we'll have some mercy on you, okay?"
Shaw, if you don't mind, could you maybe mention to Suman how easy that was to break off?
Also, Zubin, if you're listening, this was super easy.
Thank you.
Okay. People around you are falling to these mechas, but it is now Chaos's turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I've got my joystick in my hands. I've got my ostrich in front of me. We're gonna do some Street Fighter
Okay.
on some animals.
Okay.
We're gonna try and do a jumping, spinning kick into the air to knock off a bunch of transceivers.
Roll me a combo move.
Combo move. 4.
And what did you add to that?
So add +2 more to that and make it a whatever comes after superb because my chart only goes up to 5. Wow, fantastic! That's what it is.
You are able to take off one antenna from a kangaroo.
Fine.
Sorry, I rolled really well on my athletics, but not as well as you. So
Victory! Victory!
okay, Van Helsing, do you want to roll a notice on your squad?
My squad? I have a squad?
You all have a squad. It's a Sky Knight squad.
Oh, Sky Knights, yeah. Team Sky Knights. That is a +1 to notice.
Okay, that's still enough to notice that the townsfolk are still overwhelmed as they're trying to pull off those antenna.
Is there a well nearby?
Oh, that's specific. Roll me a notice for that.
Oh, that's a +2.
It's +2?
Woohoo.
Okay, between some buildings, you see the side street that goes through them, and on the other side, you can see it opening up into a little town square area. And in the middle of that town square is a small well.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking I'd throw water on them, but I don't know. I don't
And
think
then
that
they'll
would really
melt.
do anything.
I think that's
Like
great.
the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting. I'm melting.
They'd probably be fine with water. Okay, forget the well, I think. I'm going to go towards the nearest one, and I'm going to try and shoot the antenna off of the back of whatever the nearest animal to me is. What is it?
Straight roll. Ooh. The nearest mecha?
How about, yeah, the one that's like maybe going to hurt a person. if a person looks in danger.
There is an ostrich that is about to dive onto a person.
Yes, I would like to try to shoot at the ostrich's antenna.
Now, I appreciate this, but I think you should leave the trick shooting to our circus freak. I mean, Effie.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not very good at shooting.
But you know what? You do get a +2
you
bonus.
Shoot.
I have +1 to shoot, so...
Maybe I've been giving you lessons and you've improved.
That's gonna be, if I get a bonus to this, it's gonna be a 3, because I rolled 0.
Okay.
Every time you shoot, it's bad.
Yeah.
As the ostrich is diving towards that poor civilian, you shoot at it, but it spins and drills down into the civilian. As the wave of mechas is advancing, you see them closing in on a lot of the civilians. Some kangaroos have grabbed a group of 10 and are pulling them away, kicking. A group of dogs have another pair of townsfolk, but yet a group of townsfolk have been able to overpower another ostrich and break off the antenna that's on its back.
Nice.
Go townsfolk.
Charlotte, what would you like to do?
Cool. I think Char starts to panic a little bit from her higher up vantage point. She can see that people are being overpowered and just wonders if they got in over their head a little bit. And so she tries to focus all of her mental energy on making as many of the mechs friendly or stop fighting, or at least half powered or something that would help people not get hurt.
Okay, roll me a good vibes only.
So I have a +2 to my already +6 on good vibes only. So that is +8, and then plus the other 2 from Van Helsing, so +10.
Using the antenna that you're holding above your head, it's kind of a weird feeling that you can feel it going through the antenna and broadcasting. I'll let you explain this in your own words, but you do notice that this is also reaching the mechas that are going into the castle right now, and they kind of stop and are also listening to you.
It feels powerful, like when you upload a tweet that you know is going to go viral.
I've never done that.
This is also...
Char, as Char.
Oh. I thought you were trying to relate to me, and I was I've never gone viral on Twitter, Nathan.
Oh, actually, you kind of did on TikTok.
A little.
It wasn't quite viral, but it was good.
Yeah.
This also affects everyone that's affected by fleas. Go ahead and kind of describe what you're feeling and...
And since we're in the Middle Ages, everyone has fleas.
Yeah, it won't affect all the mechas, but it'll affect a lot. So go ahead and do your thing.
Char is not really even thinking in clear words or anything, but is really just focused on the sensation that she feels when she's in a hot spring and she has a face mask on and her hair's in one of those nice warm towels, and she is just feeling really at peace with herself, with the rest of the world, and she feels that in her heart, she feels that in her mind, and just wants the mechas to feel that peace as well. No one should kill each other. There should be no ill vibes anywhere, just good vibes.
Okay.
It made me want to go to a spa.
I make myself want to do that every day.
Nice. I think right there we're going to pause and we'll find out what happens later.
What?
So we are actually going to go to Nighttosis and Zoo, Effie, and Ursula, and we're going to kind of paddle back in time a little bit and build up to where we are now. So as Effie and Ursula are following Nighttosis, who's carrying a wombat into the castle, Nighttosis stops, looks behind at Effie, and then at Ursula, then again at Effie. Wait! Doesn't Nighttosis know you?
High school. Say you're from high school.
You saw him on Spacebook.
I don't know. Have you ever been to the circus?
Nighttosis has never been to the circus unless you count the wrestling matches as a circus, which they're not because they're totally real.
Well, maybe you could have seen my poster from the circus. They make very large posters for the circus.
Wait, large posters? No, doesn't ring a bell in Nighttosis' head. But wait, have you ever been in Chicago?
What am I going to say?
The wombat poops.
Where's Chicago?
And Nighttosis was supposed to watch out for certain people that could turn into animals.
People can't turn into animals, Nyctosis. What do you think this is, Twilight?
That reference goes over Nyctosis's head.
I'm gonna bite him in a minute. I feel like that's the logical conclusion of this journey.
If you don't want to take the wombat to see the queen, just give it back.
Nyctosis is starting to think that this is all fishy.
It's not a fish. It's a wombat. It's
Marsupial.
a marsupial. It doesn't even have fins, Nyctosis.
Zoo tries to make convincing wombat noises to be more deceptive as a wombat.
All right,
Okay.
Keith. Make
You can roll me
the
deceive.
Make the deceptive wombat noises, Keith.
What is deceive in this game? Is that rapport?
No, it's
No,
deceive.
So there's actually deceive.
No shit.
It's my second
I
highest
take
skill.
it you don't have it on your skill tree.
I do.
Sarah gives me a +1 because
I
she's been
give
telling me
him
a wombat this whole
+1
time.
Because I'm very convincing at telling people that things are what they are.
I got a +3.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I got 2 pluses on the dice, and then Sarah gave me a +1.
Can she make convincing wombat noises?
She just ventriloquists it. Just makes it sound like it's coming from me.
Would you like to succeed with a consequence?
Yes, I will succeed with a consequence, please.
Okay.
Oh, benevolent GM.
You succeed in making a convincing wombat noise, but
I know. He makes the very convincing wombat noise. And Effie says, "Wow, Zoo, that was really good."
No!
That was your best wombat noise yet.
Oh my gosh, you suck.
oh, I love it so much. Thank you.
In
Thank you
character,
so
the
much,
wombat
Effie.
goes, it. And then he just bites Nyctos's arm.
Oh, that was great. Thank you so much for that. Okay, roll me a fight for that.
What are the wombat's stats, Dan? I
Oh
feel
my
like I should have a really high defense, but everything else should be pretty
You should
shit.
You should try and swing your butt around and hit him in the face with your
We'll get
butt
there
plate.
later. Can we just do like a +3 to physique? But I can only use it for defense.
Or if you can, hit him with your butt, I think that would also work.
So +3 to ass physique.
+3 to a physique for defense. I think that's good. And then you can do a +1 to fight.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I
So
like
I'm
that.
rolling fight right now.
They
Yep,
also
roll
have
fight.
claws.
2 pluses and 2 minuses. So I get a +1 to fight.
I'm going to call this a surprise attack, and he did not see that coming. So,
That's lucky.
Does he drop me?
yes. So in a surprise of being bit on the arm, what the hell just bit Nyctosis? And then he drops you in the surprise.
I make a really loud thud sound when I hit the ground. And then I like get up and sort of like shuffle over towards Effie because I'm a wombat. I don't really run.
Nyctosis remembers you both now. You are that pesky Effie Derringer that likes to shoot things and jump on the hounds and whatnot. And you're Zoo, the man that turns into different animals. Nyctosis was looking out for you.
I'm telling you, Nyctosis, you're confused. This wombat is just a wombat. He's not a secret agent. He doesn't have a hat.
Agent W.
Doobie doobie dooba, doobie doobie dooba.
And I am a simple, humble circus performer. I do the trapeze.
It's time for Nyctosis to shine. It's time to split.
Don't. That's
dang.
not necessary.
That's not necessary. Hold on. Let's talk about this.
I was just gonna show you how I trapeze.
You should just throw my ass at him.
I'll load you into a little gonzo cannon in my arm, and then I'll
No,
launch you
backwards.
out butt first.
Done.
Okay.
So while he is splitting, I waddle over
Yeah.
and climb into her arm gonzo butt cannon.
I turn my arm into a cannon like Gonzo uses and lower it down to the ground so that he can climb in.
Okay.
This is happening, Dan. Get on
Okay,
board.
this is... no, forget my plan. This is happening.
Okay, Zoo scrunches up his face and gets ready to be launched.
Okay.
This is like a
go ahead.
combo fight attack, or it's like a shoot
Shoot.
slash physique.
Yes, shoot your wombat cannon.
Wombat ass payload.
Yes.
Okay, I'm rolling physique and she's rolling shoot.
Okay, my shoot is a 5.
Zoo, roll me cannon fodder.
All right. My physique is 8.
If you want to do an effect on him, because you succeeded so much that you could do an effect.
Okay, so I'm going to do the effect of concussed, and I'm going to say that for the next X amount of time determined by our GM, Nighttosis cannot focus enough to split.
Okay, you have effectively stopped him from splitting this time.
Yay!
I deleted that second Nighttosis I was about to come out. And as he's stunned and not able to split, that's when he hears the battles that are going outside the castle.
All right, Effie scoops me up and we run away.
Okay. What is going on outside the castle? Nighttosis was supposed to have everything in order for Blythe! And Nighttosis runs out of the castle to see the battle that is happening. And just as Zoo and Effie, as you're exiting the castle and running across the drawbridge, you see Shar on the shoulders of a couple of townsfolk holding an antenna to the top of her head, and most of the mechs and townsfolk have stopped fighting. The fight has completely stopped. Nighttosis sees this and says, "You townsfolk were supposed to leave! This is now Blythe's castle! Can't you get that through your tiny skulls?" So the townsfolk at Nighttosis' outburst, they all kind of look up at him, a little bit confused, and the baker speaks up for everyone with his spoon held high. And like Sky Knight Shar has said, we should just sit down and eat some soup.
You just hear you hear a tiny voice in the back go, "Hell yeah!"
After Nighttosis takes care of the pesky people that Blythe wants Nighttosis to kill, Nighttosis will take care of all of you.
I always said that Nighttosis, he was such a good boy.
Zoo charges towards Nighttosis, and at the last second, like, drops his legs out from under him and spins around so that his butt, like, thwacks Nighttosis in the shins. And if I roll high enough, I would request that Nighttosis go tumbling into the moat. So I got a +6.
That's fantastic. You run into him, tripping him, tries to regain his balance, but he trips over the edge of the drawbridge and falls on his butt in the shallow moat.
So now we have the aspect. He has a soggy bottom.
Wow, what's going to happen next? I'll tell you what's happening in the family. Aunt Cheryl's holding a card house tournament at her house this Sunday.